Okay, and then you're going to go kick down to your lunges. I don't want you to bend your front knee too much. Keep your front foot in front of your front knee. Face to the side. Just make sure that they know that your front knee is not going any more than 90 degrees. All right, like a box. It's not even quite a box. Okay, if it's green, it means go. Just follow the guys. Follow the screen. If you don't know what to do, just keep watching. All right, I want you to do 5 minutes of a warm-up right now. What you do is your choice. I believe in coaching with choice. So you can do anything you see on the screen. You could just run in place for 5 minutes. You could just jump in jacks. I don't really care. You don't also have to worry about the timer because I have a timer here, so it'll keep you up to date with what's going on. And at about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, when we're halfway through, is when you can start to do a little bit more gymnastics related stuff. But for right now, I want like running in place, jumping jacks, push-ups, whatever like Boone's doing right here is like anything really. Just, I want you to have fun with movement. I don't want to really restrict what you do. I think that gymnastics has to be something that's your choice and that you enjoy. So what I usually do right now is put some music on, and I think that's a great idea. So I want you to stay in a hollow shape here, and I want you pulling down on the top arm with your bottom arm so it's your lat. Keep your arms. I want you to do exactly what's on the screen, everybody. Exactly what's on the screen. These guys have been working with me every single day, 2.5 months.
No.
Yeah. To look at your hand. I don't want your arm to the side. There you go. That's much better. Just really watch carefully what's going on the screen. Everything is before you say anything, you guys just keep watching. Listen up, okay? For everybody who's new to this particular workout, it's not a workout. I think of it as a television show. There's no stop to the television show. The television show is going to go for 2 hours. If you would like to get a drink during a television show, you can get a drink whenever you want. You can take a rest whenever you want. I'm providing a 2-hour opportunity for you guys to have fun and learn and feedback in your gymnastics. And when you want to take a break, take a break. When you want to rest, you rest. If it's green, the timer is green. I'm just giving you a 3 time for you guys to be doing what you're supposed to do. By no means am I telling you what to do. I'm just giving you the format for you to do what it is you want to do. It could be that you don't feel well. Just sit and watch the television show. If you have to go to dinner, if the television show is still on when you're done with dinner and you want to keep watching it, then turn it on. Okay, make sure you guys take a look at all the chats and stuff like that, so what the rules are. And for the most part, I'm going to have all of the information available to you guys on the screen. It should be very easy. And there's been a lot on every single day since. So there's a lot of kids who already know the plan who will be able to help you out. Okay? James, you can keep going.
Arms facing each side, 2 circles to the right, to the left, 2 to the right.
And if you're trying to get on the screen, work hard. Look at the screen. All right? I see Blake. I see you guys, Kennedy. I see you guys all looking at the screens. Don't look at the screen. Just keep working. Isaac, I see you. Jack. Actually, Jack. Not so much, right? Just working out. All right? You're all...
Push gently.
I'm just going to keep helping you guys work hard on the screen. See good job.
Just 10 push-ups.
Then we keep going. We're going to start, if there's ladies on the call, we're going to start with vault and floor first every day. So we'll start with floor today. Let's do the event. And Kennedy, I'm sure the rest of the events will be very helpful if we curl bars,
Head stretch.
and it would be very helpful to you. So I think that we can transition, and every level is going to have something different to work on. So you just have to kind of think about what level.
Separate orange.
You go.
Left hand. Left foot.
All right, so I want you to put your feet with your own hands. Right, a coach can't form for you. That's your choice. So keep pointing your own feet with your own hands.
Our legs a little bit wider.
That's Smoothie.
Left arm.
Smoothie, go all the way through shoulder bridges.
Right arm. Nine degrees. Left arm. Right arm. Left.
Hey, Astrid, I see that you're there and you don't have to come on screen for any reason at all. You're going to hear as I do the show, I'm going to try to communicate within you.
I'll look in the middle.
And I don't speak very good Spanish. I'm trying the best that I can to keep learning every day so I can help him. So it might be the case that you want to jump in and assist me with it. And also we could probably help Kennedy as well, because this is mainly for, I guess, the feel as though they have workouts that they can participate into. So got to have knees and toes tight. So I want to say one thing right here, just may as well. So if you look at Smoothie's right here, right? I want to sure that if I put a glass of water on the top of his foot, it doesn't spill over. So that's to me the indicator of a toe point. So Smoothie, can you like just unpoint your toe just a little bit? No, that's a lot bit, just a little bit. Now, if you balanced a glass of water on his foot right there, I think the glass would fall towards his shin. Or say, Smoothie, roll your knees forward. Now the glass would fall on the ground in front of his foot. So if as a judge, what I do is I look at the bottoms of your feet and I say, can I balance a glass of water on his toe point? If I can't, I'm taking deductions. All right, and as a judge, I love taking deductions. Okay, good job, Smoothie. Go for it. Okay, see how these, don't move your feet. No, I said don't move your feet, and then you move them. Put them back. One on top of the, yeah, that's, okay, like that. Guys, if your feet are like this, I'm taking 3/10, no problem, every single time. Right, even if put your right toe just slightly above the other toe. If it's like this, I'm taking 1/10. I don't care, I'm taking a 10th. All right, so you guys get a point, like left toe is on top of your toe, and I would have taken that deduction, Isaac. Knee, I want your shoulders over your hands. Shoulders over your hands. Okay, that's the #1 goal, is actually arms straight. And then pushing with your feet, shoulders over your hands, and don't do a big arch in your back. I could care less. Okay, here we go. Watch Smoothie so you guys know what's going on. Blake, watch Smoothie. There you go. Go back and forth between shoulder stretch and bridge. And then next we're going to do start flexibility routines. And the guys from the UK, you're going to have to watch for a little bit so you understand what's going on. Same thing with you, Kennedy. I really could care less how good your bridge is. Care that you understand that a bridge be critical for the development of your gymnastics, so you should work it, right? Okay, so Smoothie, let's go through the first Future Star flexibility routine so we don't confuse things. You're going to go on mic.
Push up position, right leg split, arms up, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Middle split, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Pancake, 90 degrees, arms forward, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Roll through, push up position, left leg split, arms up, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slide your right leg through, push up into your hands. Look at your hands, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slide down, arms up and hinge. Hand stretch, eyes at the ceiling, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slide your arms to the back of the feet. To press, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Arms up horizontal, hold 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Nicely done. We're going to do Sam, and he's going to lead us on the next one. He's going to have the mic. Go for it, Sam. You guys just keep watching. We do the same thing every single practice. So if you keep watching, you're going to get info. You got it, Sam. Go.
Right leg split. 1, 2, 3. Middle. 1, 2, 3. 90 degrees. Pancake. 1, 2, 3. Slide forward. Push up left leg split. 1, 2, 3. Bridge. 1, 2, 3. Slide down. Up and around. Shoulder stretch. 1, 2, 3. Stretch. 1, 2, 3. Arms horizontal. 1, 2, 3.
All right, well done. I mean, he's been working really hard on that routine, and there are a lot of very kind of intricate details that I'm not talking to you about because it'll just make everything more difficult, especially with so many new people. But Leo, you're doing the right thing by just watching and understanding. Okay, slowly but surely you'll start understanding how to do it, and eventually I'm going to be coming to you and putting you on mic and everybody on mic. Blake, you're going to be on mic 100%. All right? So make sure that you guys are just watching, and I'll help you out. Okay, Jack, go for it. Nice and loud.
Swedish ball, right leg split, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, into middle split, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, into 90-degree katana, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, swim through, into left leg split, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, bring the leg round into bridge, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, slow down, into shoulder split, look, head up, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, into tight hold, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, presentation, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Speaking of thousands, I'm going to go to my level 10,000. Go for it. Just want to hear your voice, buddy. But you're on mic. You got to get on mic. There you go, Bell. Let's see it.
Okay, just Swedish ball, push-up shape. Right leg split.
Push, push, push. Open up those shoulders. Squeeze those shoulders.
Go to a middle split. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. 90-degree pancake. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Push-up shape. Left leg split. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slide into a bridge. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Shoulder. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slide into a pike. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Arms horizontal. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Saddle. Nice job. Iñaki, tú estás liderar. Tú tienes un micrófono. Yep. Amigo, ahora. Para el mundo.
Desde el suelo, 1, 2, 3. Plancha, en la derecha, 1, 2, 3. Squat, 1, 2, 3. Pecho al suelo, 1, 2, 3. Tierra, 1, 2, 3. Arco, 2 o 3. Brazos atrás, 1, 2, 3. Sándwich, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Amigo, muy bien. Anybody else want to do one? Okay, Torin, you're going to be the last one, and then we're going to get to our first event. Okay, Torin, you got the mic, man. Go for it. Okay, guys, last one. Everybody, best that you can.
Right leg, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Middle split, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Pancake, 2,000, 3,000. Left leg split, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Bridge, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slide down. Lean around. Shoulder stretch. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Pike. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Good presentation. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Nicely done, dude. Okay, so we're going to go to the first exercise. The first exercise is going to be floor exercise. Now, Jack had a question. I can put Jack up on mic for 1 second. For what you guys got to do, though, Jack, do you have a question, pal? What's up?
No.
Okay. All right, so it just reminds me anyway, if you guys want to ask me a question, it's much better to send me a chat than it is to come on mic and disrupt the audio. Because then I have to edit everything out and it becomes a long process. So if you have a question, send me a chat. I can see it right here. And then I can just address it with the chats, okay? So what you have to do, guys, is determine, Leo, Blake, you're going to have to determine what level you are. For instance, this kid right over here, he's a level 6, all right? He's 9 years old, all right? So if you're 9 years old, you might want to follow what this kid's doing, all right? This is Jackson. I believe Jackson's about 13 years old, all right? Maybe 12 years old, okay? 12. So, I mean, I was close. So if you're 12 years old, you might want to be watching Jackson, okay? Or this is Austin. He's, I think, 11 years old. This is Aiden. I think Aiden's 15 years old. So if you're a little bit older, you can do that. Okay? 14. It's all right. Kennedy, I think that you're going to want to watch 13. Okay. Kennedy, I think that you're probably going to want to watch Jackson here. All right? Jackson and Torin. And Boone also. I'm sure, Kennedy, you've seen Boone on Yin's show. You're also going to probably want to watch Abdurrahim. All right? And those guys, and Smoothie over here is a very, very good gymnast, and he's been with me for a long time. He's part of the Future Stars and all of the Regional Elite Team stuff, so he's very, very good to watch, okay? So if you ever have any questions about what to do, obviously watch the guys who've been on the screen. Okay, but we're going to get going. I think the information that I present to you is clear enough so that you guys have the information, and instead of asking me for information, I can just coach you and make you better. So what we have right now is I want to start our workout at 12:30 every day in terms of our events, and we're going to go for an hour and 10 minutes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do our daily strength and conditioning. For now, nobody's going to use weights. Jackson, Boone, Sam, this is June 1st. So now we should have learned everything already, and we should be able to actually put a little bit of weight on these things. But for you guys, still no more than like 5 or 10 pounds. Everybody else is going to have to learn. My guys have been on this show for the last 2 months, and we've learned a lot. And there's not going to be, it's going to be difficult to replace that time if you're coming onto the show for the first time. So you're going to have to pay attention very, very carefully. Now, the most important thing about the coaching that I'm going to try to do is not tell you what to do. I'm going to share with you what I think is going to be beneficial, and that's your choice to do what it is that you're doing. Okay? I don't want you to necessarily change from one level to the next level. I want you to make appropriate decisions. Okay? If you need a rest at any time, you can take a rest at any time. All right? We're just trying to get better. Okay? So the first exercise is the first skill pretty much in the compulsory routines in the United States. So for a level 4, their first skill is lunge, kick, handstand. So naturally, I want you to start with your first skill. So Leo, how old are you, Leo? Can you just hold up your fingers? So you're 10, Leo? Okay, so I would guess like a 10-year-old's probably going to be working level 5s and level 6s. It doesn't seem like we have any level 4s here. So I'm going to move on, and I'm not going to talk about the level 4s today. The level 5s, you guys are going to do a 30-second plank hold. The first skill is a dive roll. And the dive roll says that you have to be perfectly straight when you do it. So we got to work on keeping your body straight. I know we can't do dive rolls in the gym, but you can work on the criterias that are going to help make that dive roll better and more effective, which is a good core. So I want you to do 30-second plank holds. You can either look at yourself in the mirror or not, but I want you to keep your body straight. The level 6s are going to do what Sam's doing right now. It's a tucked V-up with a kick out. And I want you to do that because as you move into your Future Stars routines, and you do back tucks on floor and all of your stuff on trampoline, and remember last year, if you're doing a front tuck on vault, you have to kick all the way out horizontal. So you're not really working on anything else but reminding your body that you have to kick out of your front tucks. So that's what a tucked V-up with a kick out is. The level 7s, especially with the boys. Kennedy, this might not necessarily pertain to you, But if you're going to do that, what I want you to do is I want you to do the back walkover with the 2 leg switches and then step down that you did the other day. That was good. Danielle did one of them that was really nice as well. But I want you to work on that, all right, because your bridges are good. But for the older boys, I want you to work on bridges. Now, the level 8s, 9s, and 10s and JDs, those are the optional guys, all right? You're going to do bridge walk up and down the wall. And the reason I'm saying that is because sometimes your wrists are sore and you might not be able to do a bridge, so I'm kind of being gentle on you. But really what I want everybody to do is understand the value, Conrad, the value of having a good, effective, tight bridge. And dislocates, inlocates, Tkachevs, front handsprings, vault, everything. So what I want you guys to do is a good bridge, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go and put these exercises back on. I want you to take a look and see what they are. And then usually what we do is the timer is always going to be 3 minutes. It's always 3 minutes on. So we're going to start the timer. And what I want you to do is 3 minutes of whatever your exercise is. I don't care how much you rest. I don't really care how much you do. I'm just giving you the format so you can choose to do what it is you want to do. And then instead of me telling you what to do, I can do things like say, Isaac, I would point your toes and make sure that your toes are together at the end there. Just make sure that your toe point is really thought about. The level 7s, you guys are doing this. Okay? Just want to make sure that you're going all the way down like a front handspring. You have to finish your front handspring. You have to finish your back handsprings. You have to be able to do. Everybody skips a back handspring, but a back handspring is a critical skill. Now, Kennedy, I think that there's also value in what Smoothie is doing right now for you. So it could be the case that instead of having to, like, it is valuable for you to have a strong core and a strong body shape in these shapes. So instead of necessarily rethinking everything and trying to translate it into like what would the girls be doing or whatever, I think a lot of it will pertain to you as well. And again, if you guys are going to do future stars or anything like that, your shoulders have to be over your hands. So right now, I still think Torrin's got to move his feet closer to his hands and really keep torquing out. Right? That's it, Kennedy. That's it. Keep your hips in control. Don't turn your hips out at the top. Okay, good. Sam, I think that your left toe is on top of your right toe. Every once in a while, I'll give you just a little update with the clock. Yeah, you got to keep that right leg straight there, Kennedy. Right? You got a 1/10 bend in your knee. Sometimes you do it better, though. Like, that was better than the first one. That's it, Abdurrahim. Let's see it, Abibi. You can take a rest anytime you want. If you want to get a drink, go get a drink. It's not up to that. It's up to you to do the workout that you want. All right? You do the things that I ask, I think you're going to get better. Conrad, I think that's good, but I want you to keep those hands above your head as long as you can on that wall. Don't cut it short and bring your arms down to the side, you know? Just all the way up. Yeah, you got to work on your overhead range of motion. That's why if you look at the screen, Conrad, next time, it says bridge walk up and down. Sometimes I don't like looking back at the wall either because I don't have great overhead shoulder flexibility, so I'd rather start in a bridge on the ground and then walk up instead of start like you're doing and have the potential to fall down. You know what I mean? So if you look at the screen really carefully, it says, and you can keep doing what you're doing. I'm just giving you info, right? That's why if you look at it, it says bridge walk up and then down as opposed to just a back bend kick over. So start in a bridge and then walk up and then back down to your bridge. And then you can avoid necessarily having to like fall over into that, like, you know what I mean? I just think that's the safest way to work on it. Because now your hands are always just on something that's a stable surface. And then you walk up, but I don't want you to let go of the wall. You're just going to walk up the wall and then just walk back down the wall. So your hands never actually get off the wall. All right, so when he's done, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next exercise, and we're just going to go in another 12 seconds. We got the next exercise. Stay on your level. All right, stay on your level. The level 5s are going to go cartwheels on a line. It's the second skill in the routine. You can get going. Cartwheels on a line, and I don't want you to move your feet when you land. That's about like an 8 or a 9-year-old. Level 6s, pike stretching with your back straight. Okay, just a pike stretch. All right, Sam will show you just what I'm looking for in a pike stretch. Everybody else is doing a stretched handstand against the wall. So a stretched handstand should look like this. All right, this is Abdur Rahim, not in an arch. He's looking at his hands and a stretch. I think that's also good for you, Kennedy. All right, it doesn't have to be a big stretch. It doesn't have to be a small stretch. You have 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go. All right, Iñaki, está bien, amigo? All right, and then for the level 6s, Sam, I want you to face to the side. Yeah, face to the side. Now, the most important thing, Blake, is I want you, actually, Sam, can you sit up a little bit? I want you to show Blake how straight you're trying to make your back. Okay, straight you're making your back. Now, that's the important thing, Blake. All right, I want you to keep your back straight and then go down as, yeah, that's enough. Just like that. Because, Blake, if you look at the screen, right, I want you to, Sam, go halfway down again, just like you did. Halfway down with your back nice and straight. And then to go any further, what he had to do is round his back. Yeah, I'd rather you not round your back there. I'd rather you just keep your back straight. And that's good. That's good. That's how you're going to get a good score in Future Stars. If you can get that down. Because when you round your back, what you're doing is you're kind of compensating for the fact that you don't have the flexibility that you need. So I don't really care how far down you go, Blake. I care whether or not your hamstrings get flexible. And by rounding your back, what you're doing is you're putting all of the shape. Blake, way better. Open up your back, though. Open up as best as you can. That's it, Blake. Yeah, Sam, that's really exactly what I'm looking for. Right? I think, Jackson, don't overdo your shapes. I'm not trying to do a shoulder flexibility right now. I'm not trying to do shoulder flexibility. I'm trying to do the strength that you need to be in this shape for minutes at a time. For 30 seconds at a time, you know? Just that shape has to be strong. Yeah, Conrad, if your back hurts, I want you to do less shape. I only wanted to, look at it, if you watch, it says, oh, it only says stretched handstand, so. So I just want the shape to be really small. 1 second. I just want the shape to be really, really tiny against the wall. We got 24 seconds to go. Smallest shape you can make. But, I mean, there's no denying the fact that we have to be in a stretch shape and we have to be in a hollow shape and understand how to use those shapes effectively. Okay, guys, let's take a rest and come to the screen. Now, by no means do I expect that you do exercise for the entire 3 minutes. That's not the point. The point is I'm giving you 3 minutes to work on the exercise. And in those 3 minutes, it's just up to you to figure out what you're doing and how much you want to do. None of these exercises are going to be bad if you do them for the whole 3 minutes. If you need rest, just take a rest. It's more about doing it together instead of you doing what I tell you to do. All right, so the level 5s are going to do back extension strength. Okay, I'm going to have Sam show me that. And then the other guys are going to tell level 6s, hold a handstand as long as you can on the floor. If you take a step, don't take a step. I don't want you to do walking handstands. I want you to learn how to hold a handstand. Now the level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, you guys just did stretch handstands, and I want you to do a hollow handstand. You only have 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go, too. So if you can push yourself to the limit to do as long as you can, that's not a bad thing. Like maybe like 45 seconds in a row is good, and then take a rest. All right? But we have to learn how to be adept at handstand. Same thing with you, Kennedy, right? I think handstand work is not going to be bad. So we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I want to make sure that you're, now I'm going to go to Smoothie, and I want him to fix this shape a little bit. Because I would say that right now Smoothie is in a straight shape. He's straight. All right, and I think actually, to be honest with you, I was saying straight, but I meant piked, and you're inlocating your shoulders right here. So I want your shoulders to actually go the opposite way. I want you to look at your hands. Right, Smoothie, you have a pike in your bum right now. You have a pike in your hips. So you have to open up and do that same, that's better, that's better, that's better. And look at your hands. Don't duck, just look. Now you guys have 1 minute and 46 seconds. I could care less how long you stay up. All right, but to think that you can become an elite gymnast and not be able to hold a handstand is probably short-sighted. Torn, I want your ears between your shoulders, but I want you looking at your hands. Yin wants you looking at your hands, Conrad. Yin wants you looking at your hands, but don't, yeah, you don't have to look at the camera. Look at your hands, but I don't want to see your ears. Oh, that's better. That's better. Don't, it's like not a duck. It's like peek. You're peeking at your hands with your eyes. Isaac, you got to get your head in a little bit more, Isaac. Just a little bit more. Leo, excellent. Wow, look at Leo, can hold a handstand. Nice job, dude. All right, Leo. Nice, Leo. Good job. I think that your head position is also pretty good. Like, you don't stick your head out too much. Your ears are pretty between your shoulders. So you guys are just trying to figure out. Last year in level 5, if you could do a handstand on P-bars, it's pretty much you're good to go. You're golden. Oh, I forgot to show you what the back extension strength is, but I think everybody's doing level 6 anyway, so we're good. All right, so guys, we got about 30 seconds to go. Conrad, good push. Good push, dude. Good push. Shake your shoulders out. Good push, dude. I appreciate that hard work for sure. All right, guys, let's take a rest. Shake your shoulders out so you're ready to go for the next exercise. Next exercise is up on the screen. Kennedy, nice work. Nice work. I respect that for sure. So the next thing that we're doing is we're going to do a seal or a split press, or whatever your B element group is, whatever your non-acrobatic element strength is. I'd rather you do press handstand work instead of, or V-seat or mana work is fine. The level 6s are going to be doing pirouettes around a sock or some type of object so that you know where to put your hands. So I'll go to Sam to show you exactly what I'm talking about. He's just got, like, I don't know, it's a belt or anything on the ground. It doesn't matter. He's just got tape on the ground too. He could just do it right around those tape things. And he's just going to put his hands in 4 quadrants. All right? Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Sam. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just 4 quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see again. So you're just trying to use your... No. Okay. I think Sam's on a boat. That's the problem. He's on a boat and the boat is rocking. Sam, try one more time, because it seems like you're either going crazy or you must be on a boat right now. Okay, so yeah, good. 4 hand placement, full pirouettes around some type of thing that shows your handstand shapes. Okay, and the level 5s are doing press handstands. Okay, now if you're a level 5 and you want to try the level 6 stuff, I don't really mind that. I don't even know who's a level 5 or what. Kennedy, what I would do is, can you do a press handstand, Kennedy? No? All right, so Kennedy, I'm going to put you on just so we can make sure that you're doing the right stuff. How old are you, Kennedy?
12.
I mean, I think that you should probably be doing like level 7 stuff, level 6, level 7 stuff. So if you did, say, for instance, a full pirouette and a straddle, you know how Yin was having you do a split and a straddle full pirouette?
Yeah.
I think that you can go work on those things right over there. Just say the same thing. Try to adapt everything that we're doing so that you can participate, right? So I think that if you kind of take a look at see the choices between the 6 and 7 choices, whichever one works for you best. All right? All right, guys, we got 1 minute and 8 seconds to go on this station. Leo, well done. Leo, this is nice, man. This is nice. All right, so Leo's got the idea. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the handstand. Hold it before and afterwards. Think about your form. I mean, just keep tight. Keep thinking about your form. What editor do I use? Austin, what are you talking about, buddy?
Like, when you edit your videos, like, what type of editor do you use?
iMovie.
Okay.
I do all the editing, and like I try to just plug. Now it's been much better these days to take the music and put it in after the fact, so I can splice everything a little bit easier. But I use iMovie. Okay, dokie.
Okay.
All right. There you go, Abdul Rahim. You guys got 16 seconds to go. Let's do 1 or 2 more, and then let's get moving on. The 5th exercise is already on the screen, so you can come take a little break. Now, if you'd like to get a drink, get a drink. If you'd like to take a rest or go to the bathroom, that's okay. But the show is going to keep going on until we're done. All right? So it's next exercise, the level 5s. And if you see what your exercise is and you know what it is, you can get going. The level 5s are going to do handstand and fall over to a bridge. Parada de manos a una arco, por favor. Parada de manos a una arco. All right, the level 7s are going to do straddle handstands with a twist. You could probably do this one, Kennedy. All right, so I'll show you what this is. I think that who does it really well? Abdul Rahim did it really well. I think who goes up and over really well? Was that Torin? I think Torin does it really well. Torin, I want you to do the one. Yeah, Smoothie, you can do it. You're just doing it already, so it's much easier. Now, can you do me a favor and do it against the wall? Do it against the wall. It's just much easier for everybody else. You don't have to do it against the wall. We already started the timer, so those of you who know what you're working on, you guys can get going. But Smoothie is just working on this shape right here. He's like going up and over the bridge. His legs aren't going sideways. He's going up and over the handstand. Now he's in a handstand again, and then he's not in a handstand. And he's in a handstand and not in a handstand. And you're working on the strength of the like side of your stomach. All right, now I'd almost rather you do it, Abdur Rahim, against oh man, I did it again. Abdur Rahim, you gotta make me the host again. No, I think I'm good. Abdur Rahim, I'd rather you almost do it against the wall, honestly. Because I think, like, watch, I'm gonna just show you Kennedy because she's doing it right. I think that what you can do is you can practice being up on top of your hands better. You don't have to worry about coming down. You can just ride the top of her shoulders better. Now, Conrad, I want you to almost go a little bit higher into the press. And now jump up and over the press handstand. So I want your hips to stay there, yeah, and up and over, yeah. And I'm trying to develop some type of like either round off strength. Okay, Blake, you got a question? Hold on one second. Let me just change one thing so I can see you better. I'm just full screen so I can't see chats right now. Okay, Blake, so it looks like we're pretty good though. We got 1 minute and 12 seconds to go. So it's like this up and over shape. Yeah, Abdur Rahim, I like this better. I like this better, guys. Yeah, and not, you don't have to quite go all the way to your handstand. Yeah, and then back down. Don't have to quite go all the way up. I want it to be like this thing you're cranking your side. That's better, Abdur Rahim. This is exactly right, but now slow. You're like, it's like miserably slow. I want it to go miserably slow. So you're pulling your body up and over, and you're pulling your body up and over. It's not a cartwheel. You're not getting energy from the jump of your legs or the lean of your shoulder. You're getting energy from your side so you can do a triple full someday, right? So that you can do a double full this year. So because your stomach and side rotation is strong. Good job, Abdur Rahim. That's fun to watch. Okay, good. So let's go headstand to bridge. Sam, let me see a headstand to bridge. So with the headstand to bridge, I want you to do like a pike and an open if you can. Actually, maybe not so much. Actually, it doesn't matter to me. I want you to hold the headstand and then push to bridge. And he's doing it in a pike with an open, but I kind of like it without the pike open, but it doesn't matter to me. You're working front handsprings. All right, you're working front handsprings there, okay? All right, guys, it's red. Let's go to the screen and see the next exercise. 1 second. All right. So the next exercise on floor for the level 5s is going to be a handstand hold for 30 seconds against the wall. Don't come down. We have to learn how to do long handstands. The level 6s are going to do bridge walk up the wall with your hands on the wall. Just walk up. Don't walk down. Start in a bridge, walk up the wall, keep your hands on the wall as long as you can. The level 7s are going to do backward row curl-ups onto a couch cushion. Now, I want you to be able to do a standing back tuck. I want to try to replicate a backflip here, but we can't. And sometimes we're at home, so you can't do a back tuck. But like Sam can do a back tuck. He has got a spot to do a back tuck. So if you can't do a back tuck, then I want to work on the strength you need to do a back tuck. And all you're going to do right now is just think about curling your body over and doing like the best slow back tuck that you can, slow motion, and you're meditating on the shape that you're going to need in your belly. And it's all just 100% strength, 100% strength. And watch, his toes are going to stay together right there, although they came apart. And then he's going to push and use his stomach to crank over. Yeah, but I want you to go over onto your feet and then go into an RDL shape at the end. Go all the way over the top. And now instead of doing a back tuck like in the air, you're doing a back tuck in your core stomach, in your raw stomach. Pulling right here, pulling your knees over with form, pulling your knees over, and then sticking it, boom. So it's just like and no matter what, you got to point your toes. All right, no matter what, you got to point your toes, okay? We got 1 minute, 38 seconds. Iñaki, muy bien. Muy bien, yo quiero tus manos en la pared. Yo quiero tus manos en la pared, a la pared, para es más tiempo, ahí es más, no. Más tiempo es posible con los manos a la pared, ¿ok? Uno tiempo más. All right, slow down. Easy, manos. Un momento. Oh man, see, this is when Astrid would have been helpful. Hold on, un momento. Yo quiero tienes tu manos, poner tus manos a la pared más tiempo. Right? Todo lo tiempo. Okay? Pero tu mano está más rápido. Okay? All the way up. Despacio. Muy bien. Y more, más. Okay, better. Okay, guys, let's move on. All right, the next exercises for floor are here. So I want you guys to do these pike pushes or straddle press handstands. So the level 5s are going to do tuck jump, straddle jump, and I want you guys to jump down off of something and land like you're sticking something. So you can jump off of a mushroom, and I want you to land, not with your chest too low, but land what I'll show you is called an RDL, and I'll help you with that. But the level 6s are doing straddle press handstands against the wall. If you don't need the wall, don't use the wall. The level 7s are going to do those backward roll curl-ups onto a couch cushion now that you saw a couple people do it. And I'm still on Iñaki. Oopsies. All right, so here are the exercises, my bad. All right, so the level 5s are going to jump down off of a chair. You're going to practice tuck jumps, straddle jumps, pike jumps. It's really about the stick, the end of floor, sticking. The straddle press handstands are for level 6s. The level 7s are going to do backward roll curl-ups onto a couch cushion, just exactly what Abdul Rahim did. All right, and the level 8s, 9s, and 10s are going to do pike pushes with a hold with your feet off the ground. I'll show you what that is with Aiden. All right, Aiden's going to do this for us. All right, he's ready. So you're going to put your feet between your hands, and you're going to push down into the ground, and just try to lift your feet up. Not a press. It's definitely not a press. It's the strength that you'll need to eventually do a press, though. Okay, so we got 2 minutes to go. All right, we already started the timer, so this will be a quick station, and you guys can get to work. Kennedy, I think that this exercise that Aiden is doing right here is probably going to be very functional for you, especially with press handstands and things like that. But you could also do straddle press handstand, Kennedy, with your hands on a beam. That's probably fine. Okay, Iñaki. Mira, vamos, amigo. That's it. Muy bien. You know, las piernas juntos. Ajá. 1, 2, 3. Muy bien. All right, Conrad, let's see. Now, Conrad, you're going to feel this shape in your back, your upper back. Just upper back torquing into the ground, pushing as hard as you can into the ground. All right, Sam, let's see it, buddy. Oh, I'd rather play with the dog sometimes, too. Leo, let's get going, bro. Let's see what you're working on. All right, straddle press handstand, okay? That's it, Leo. So you got a good handstand shape. I like how your ears are between your shoulders. You don't stick your head out too much at all. Now, right now, I'm looking at your toes. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. I don't really have too much critique on that. Obviously, you want to start working on holding that handstand as much as you can. But that'll come with time, especially if you keep doing some of the workouts that we do. If you look at YouTube, if your mom lets you do that, we just posted a handstand strength video last night that if you want to start holding your handstands longer, you can go to that and it'll help you learn. But I think your handstands are great, Leo. Nice job. Also think that your effort's pretty darn good too, man. So good job. Boone. Okay, guys, 12 seconds to go. Nice job, Boone. Fun to watch. Okay, so we got 12 seconds to go. And I think that is the last exercise for floor. All right, so that's the last exercise for floor. Why don't you guys go get a quick drink? But, I mean, time is precious, and I'd like to try to get through as much as we can. So I'm gonna, if Kennedy's gonna stay on, then maybe I can just work with Kennedy alone and just give her exercises to work on. So we'll do that. We'll see what everybody can do. Or maybe Astrid can help me with it. But what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna switch to pommel horse. The level 5s, I want you to do circles, but I could care less how many you do. I just want your belly to be as straight as possible. The level 6s, I want you to work on pommel horse without beating up your wrists first. So you're going to be on the floor, and you're going to do walk-arounds. I'll have Sam show you what walk-arounds are. If you have mushroom and you want to swing, you can do that. If you have a horse and you want to swing, do that. All right? But I'm writing these exercises based on the fact that people might not have anything. So if you can't do a back loop, then the level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s are going to do this shape that Jackson's doing right here. So this is trying to replicate a back loop, Conrad. All right, Isaac, Blake, replicating a back loop. So you're getting in the shape that you would be on the one pommel, and then you're just trying to lean forward, maybe even like lean forward enough so that your toes can barely feel like they're coming off the ground. And that's it. Just try to hold that shape the best that you can. Notice that his belly down and his belly is down and he's in a stretch. Okay, I'm gonna have Sam is doing walk-arounds. So if you don't know what a walk-around, this is a walk-around. And now this is a way I think of doing pommel horse without giving your wrists an incredible beating. Obviously I want his belly up here, which he does pretty good, but I want his belly down there, which he could keep working on. Now, Kennedy, what you can do is we can just keep working on like, why don't we do why don't we do this, okay? Let's work on, Kennedy, I want you to just do squats. Do a squat shape. Can you show me squats? Like here, Jackson, can you show Kennedy squats? Okay, Kennedy, when you do squats, I want your elbows to touch your knees. Okay? Face the camera so that I can see. Just make sure everything's good. All right? Just elbows touching your knees. That's it. Okay? That's it, Kennedy. I want you to do 3 sets of 18 squats. And I think that's good for now. We only have 50 seconds left. And then I'll just keep giving you new strength and conditioning that Jackson will help you kind of understand what's going on. All right, Sam, let's see it. I want to make sure that we're making that change in the back, Sam. I want to make sure your belly is down. Right? Your belly's got to go up here, but then you got to learn, no, now your belly, that's better. I want you to look at the screen the whole time. That will help you keep, right there, you're looking down. Don't look down. Look at the screen the whole time. Right? Go put some shades on. There you go, buddy. 23 seconds, guys. And just keep your body in a stretch the whole time. Leo, your body in a stretch the whole time. Body in a stretch. That's it, Leo. Nice, dude. All right, Leo. That's it, man. Keep your belly to the right, Leo. Belly to the right. Belly to the right. Leo, I want you to sit on that mushroom. I want you to sit facing the camera. Okay, actually, put your hands behind you like you're doing a loop. Okay, put your feet on the ground, lift your belly up. Now, when you swing, I want you to take your right leg, your left leg, and actually tilt your body so your body is facing to the right, and so that your left leg is actually a little bit on top of your right leg. Yes, that's how I want you to swing, like that. It's an illusion that you swing pommel horse with your belly up. That's not actually how you do it. I want your belly so turned that you are actually using your body sideways. All right, you keep practicing that as you do your circles and we move on, okay? The next exercise is going to be up. All right, the level 5s, you guys are going to do walk-arounds now. Take a break on your wrists, do walk-arounds. The level 6s are going to do slide-arounds, which is not really that fun. So I'm going to put it on Sam, and then I'm going to help Kennedy figure out what she's going to work on next. Okay, Kennedy, now the next thing I want you to do is I want you to go and, can you get like a broomstick, Kennedy? So these are slide-arounds. He's just dragging his legs around, dragging his legs around. All right, Kennedy, let's do something different. I want you to do a push-up shape with your hands on the blue line that goes like across. Put your hands there. Yep. Now, a push-up shape. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to lift your right arm above your head. Okay, just put your right arm above your head. Don't shift, though. See how you're shifting over to the left, though? Don't shift. I want you to just keep your body like that. Lift it, and then back down. Yep, and then back down. And same thing on the other arm. But don't shift. Now, if shifting makes it so that you get top heavy, why don't you separate your feet just a little bit. Put your feet just on either side of the blue line. That's it. And now, no leaning over. That's it. That's it. No leaning over. And 7 with each arm and take a rest. And 7 in each arm and take a rest. If you don't have sliders, okay, the question is if you don't have sliders, what do we do? I don't want you to have sliders. I want you to drag your feet around like they're stuck in mud so that your upper body is the only thing responsible for you getting your body around. It's like torture. You're just sliding your feet, and what's happening is your upper body is increasing strength so much in the same direction, but because you're sliding your feet, it's going to multiply the strength that you need to do this exercise by a lot. I can't give you a number. I have no idea how much the number is, but right. So I just want you to just develop that upper body strength of having to pull your body around. Leo, that's good, but then when you fell off the horse, you turned your belly to the left the whole time. For the rest of the guys, okay, I'm going to go to Jackson, and Jackson's going to do the wrist flexibility. Now, everybody take a look. If your wrists are sore, okay, there are options. I don't want you to work through pain. It's not the point. But if your wrists are sore, you can do all of your wrist flexibility that we did in the beginning. All right, this is single finger pull down stretch. All right, you can do palm up pull down stretch. All right, you can take a rest at any time you want. If your wrists are sore, or they shouldn't be sore, you should take a rest after every one of these exercises. Give yourself time to recover and regroup. All right, let's do this for a couple more seconds. I'll put the next exercise up in a second, but you guys take a couple more seconds to make sure your wrists are healthy. Same thing with you, Kennedy. I want you to make sure that the reason why we do those wrist exercises in the beginning, and the very first thing every single day, is to remind everybody of what they are and how important they are, especially to the boys who are doing mushroom and barrel bars and stuff. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be up. Again, some of this is designed to do pommel horse without giving your wrists a beating. So the level 5s, you guys, if you have mushrooms, do flares. If you guys have mushrooms, your body should be pretty warmed up. Now's the time to show me some routines. Okay, Isaac, the guys from England, if you don't know what the routine is, I'm going to show you Sam. And Sam's going to hit like 3 to 5 routines in a row. And I want you to just follow what he does. And I'll work with you with Sam for this 2.5 minutes so that you guys know what's going on. Abdurrahim, I'll watch what you're doing. I pretty much want everybody to do the same routines. Okay, now Kennedy, the next thing that I want you to do is they're called front steps. So you're going to go into that push-up shape one more time. Okay, hands on the tee. And you're going to take your right leg now, and I want you to put it directly to the side of your right hand on the blue line. Yep, just put your foot down, just like that. Bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your right knee. There you go. And you're just going to stretch down into your hips, so it's a nice stretch. And you're going to put your right leg back and do the same thing with your left leg. Bend your knee, stretch down into your hips. Those are called front steps. I want you to do 3 sets of 7 front steps. Sam, okay, this is the routine, guys. You're going to do, and if he falls, I don't really care. It doesn't matter. I just want you to understand the sequence. So you're going to go circle, circle, and then Shakir. Go for it, Sam. So circle, circle, and then front more, or Shakir. And then circle, circle, and then back more. Just jump up and finish it. Doesn't matter. And then circle, circle, back more. And then circle, and then flared spindle. That's fine. He just did the back more. Flared spindle. And then try a rush into a half off. Rush into half off. All right, so I'll keep talking you through it. All right, Sam can take a rest. We're going to go through 3 more. All right? If you don't know it, watch it. If you know it, go do it on your own. All right, take a rest. Maybe we'll go to Abdul Rahim next. He can show everybody on his new mushroom. I haven't seen him swing on the mushroom yet. Circle, circle, Shakir. Circle, circle, Stockley. Okay, and then a flared spindle, and then a Russian to a circle half off. Even Russian hands, there you go, and circle half off. There you go, Abdul Rahim, you must be like in heaven right now. Heaven. You must be so happy. All right, let's see it, dude. Can you make the Russian a double Russian at the end, Abdul Rahim? Yeah, but do the whole routine. I want to see the whole routine. Circle, circle, front more. Circle, circle, back more. Flared spindle. All right, you just have to keep paying attention because we have 1 second to go, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Right? Circle, circle, front more. That's okay. We're going to have to learn front mores. Oh, man, he doesn't know front mores yet. All right, we'll get you. I'll hook you up. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next exercise. There's plenty more. There's plenty more to do. Okay, Kennedy, we'll give you the next exercise as well. I got to find 4. Pommel horse 4 is right here. So the level 5s are doing windshield wipers. I'm going to need Sam to show me windshield wipers. And the level 6s are doing feet on the mushroom for 15 seconds, and blah, blah, blah. The level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s are doing flares if you can. All right, so Abdul Rahim, everybody show me some flares. The level 6s are going to do this exercise that Sam's going to show you. It's 15, 15, 15. He's going to balance on the mushroom. Kennedy, what I want you to do is I want you to do single. Do you have any like a 5-pound weight, Kennedy? Balance like this for 15 seconds. Balance on your side like this for 15 seconds. Balance on with your belly up like this for 15 seconds with good toe point and everything perfect. Okay? Jackson, I want you to help me show Kennedy how to do single arm half kneeling presses. Okay? So Kennedy, you're going to try this exercise here. It's going to be pretty simple. You guys got 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Boom, make sure that your feet, I only want your feet on that mushroom. Okay, so here we go. Kennedy, this is a single arm half kneeling press, and I want you to use almost no weight, Kennedy. You don't have to use any weight at all. He's on one leg, all right, on one leg with his knee up, with his hand on the knee, nice and stable, and the other hand is just doing a press. Single arm, half kneeling press. And I want you to keep that weight above your shoulder. I want you to do sets of 8 with like 3 pounds, Kennedy. I don't want you to use weight because you're not used to the exercises yet, and I don't want you to get, it's all about learning the exercises right now. So while these guys, because we're going to be doing these exercises, so while everybody else is working on pommel horse and rings, I'm going to get you to understand what your strength and conditioning is. All right, Sam, good job. Point those toes. That's it, Aiden. That's it. Control the weight on the way down, Aiden. All right, Conrad, good work. I like how you guys stay in that straddle in the back. All right, Abdul Rahim, nice work. Guys can take a rest anytime you want. Remember to do your wrist flexibility exercises in between your turns. All right, you're gonna do palm up, pull down. Leo, you're a good listener, man. Right? It's fun to work with you already. That's it, but Abdul Rahim, I think that what you're doing is you're lagging with your right leg as your feet are finishing the flare so that your feet come together and then you extend out again. So I want you to continue the flare with your right leg pulling behind you. Okay? It's a right leg thing that you got to keep working on. Right there, there. That's it. That's way better. That's way better. It's way better. Fun to watch. Fun to watch. Good job, guys. Jackson, good job. Good strong right arm. Isaac, let me see you working. I don't think that we ever really do too many flares at Yin's place. That's it, but you got to, Isaac, which way, I want you to point with your hand. Which way should your belly be facing? I want you to point with your hand. Okay, so Isaac, I want you to sit on that mushroom. Sit on the mushroom. Sit down. I want you to put your feet in front of you and lift your belly up. I want you to turn your belly to the right, to your right. I want you to keep that hand on the horse, though. Your belly should be facing that way almost the whole entire time you do a circle. 100% of the time for your whole life. Unless your coach tells you not to, but he won't. So I want you to go do another set of circles like that. It's an illusion. It only looks like your belly is facing upwards, but it's not actually facing upwards in circles. It should be facing sideways. Isaac, way better. Good job. Guys, the next exercise is up, and we're already into the next 3 minutes. So let's go take a look and see what it is. Kennedy, we'll give you something else too. Keep that weight though. All right, so the next exercise is up. The level 5, ooh, that's pommel horse exercise number 1, sorry. Ooh, I think we finished pommel horse. Yes, we finished pommel horse. How fun. It's 1:18. We are right on time. We should have 20 minutes to go, and then we'll do our strength and conditioning. This is awesome. Okay, so we're going to continue on with you, Kennedy, getting you to understand the strength and conditioning stuff. So let me show the guys the next exercise first, and then we'll get to you. Okay, so the level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. I'm going to keep this screen on, and I'm going to start the timer over again for the 3 minutes. The level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s have to get all of that stuff done. It's 5 push-ups, and then you do a press to an L seat. Hold the L seat, and then press to planche, and then lower to straddle L seat, and then press to handstand and hold it for 10 seconds, and then power down and do a 20-second plank and 5 push-ups. And if you finish that, do it one more time. Okay, the level 6s are doing L seat hold, press, and then a headstand. I'm going to show you what that is with Jackson. So Jackson's going to do an L seat hold really quick, and then he's going to press. Actually, Jackson can keep working on the level 7 stuff. I'll have Boone show you that. Boone, L seat hold and press and stop halfway through. Stop on your feet after the press. L seat and press right to your feet. Right to your feet, and then lower down to a headstand. Lower slowly down to a headstand and hold a headstand. That's it. Like you're doing a shoulder stand on rings, everybody. But I don't want you to go L seat right to your head. I don't want anybody to stun their neck. So you're just going to go L seat, pike up all the way to your feet, and then stabilize yourself on your feet, and then slowly lower down, head on the ground, into a shoulder stand shape, so you know how to get into a shoulder stand, but nothing too crazy. Okay. All right, Kennedy, what you're going to do is you're going to stand facing the camera. Okay, I'm going to put this back on the screen, and we're going to start the timer right now. It'll give me 3 minutes to work with Kennedy. Okay, you guys should have plenty of time to get that work done. I'm not going to change the camera. So Kennedy, I want you to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Okay, I want you to actually face sideways to the camera. Face sideways to the camera. There you go, there you go. All right, now, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to teach you how to do an RDL, a Romanian deadlift. Okay, it's a very important shape because it's the way that you want to land. Right now in gymnastics, there's a deduction for landing with your chest low, and that's because what it does is it puts too much pressure on your lower back when you land. So what we want to do is we want to work on a good, effective landing shape using big muscles to absorb the forces. And the best way to do that is to teach you what an RDL is, a Romanian deadlift. That's why we call it an RDL. So what I want you to do is think about keeping your back and shoulders nice and straight, perfectly straight. Stand up nice and straight, put your hands, and maybe what you can do is, maybe I can have Aiden help us. Aiden, can you help me? Just show Kennedy what an RDL is, and just the right way to do it. And then she'll see the shape a little bit. So Kennedy, what I want you to do is I want you to think about standing with your knees just a little tiny bit bent, a little bit bent. That's better. That's good. And now what you're going to do is you're going to move your hips backwards so that your chest kind of drops a little to the floor. But it's not by bending your knees. Okay, maybe I'll have Jackson help me if he gets on the screen, or even Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim, can you show, I want you to show Kennedy an RDL shape. Show me an RDL. So Kennedy, what you're going to do is you're going to stand straight, and you're going to land, you're going to move your, but it's not by bending your knees as much as it is moving your hips backwards. That's better, Kennedy, that's better. Now, Abdurrahim, I want you to pretend you're doing RDLs and show her the shape. Just show her the shape that you're doing RDLs. Right? So you're going to start, yeah, I'm going to have Aiden do it. All right, you go back to doing what you're doing. Aiden's already set up to show. Correct. So what I really want you to do is take a stick here, Kennedy, some type of stick, and you're going to put it on your back. And we'll do this a little bit more in depth later on and make it so that you're better. That's going to be too small. Just watch for right now, Kennedy. You'll get the vibe, okay? And what you're going to do is, keeping your back straight, you're going to move your hips backwards into the stick so that your chest indeed drops and your knees do bend, but it's not over dominating the motion. Now, Aiden, I want you to do just with your knees so she sees what I don't want you to do by just bending your knees into the RDL. This is not what I want you to do. This is dominating the skill in your knees. And now I want you to dominate it in your chest. Too much chest down now. Now that's too much chest. All right? What I want him to do is it's just in your hips, moving your hips backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. So I want you to try to do that on the next switch, okay? I want you to try to get a stick, and I want you to try to do that, Kennedy. Use like a broomstick, and maybe I'll go back to Aiden every once in a while to show you what's going on. The next exercise for the boys is going to come up. I'm assuming you guys got a good pump, all right? And a lot of the stuff that we're going to be working on is L-seat and handstand related on rings. So the level 5s, your first skill on rings is a muscle up. So I want you guys to do an L-hangs and stuff like that, and I want your core to be strong. So you're going to do, on your pull-up bar, you're going to do L-hangs with your knees bent, and then you're going to straddle your legs, and then you're going to pike your legs, and you're going to hold them for 5 seconds. The level 6s are going to be on your parallettes, with the parallettes turned out a little bit, doing press handstands. All right? The level 7s are doing 30-second handstands. Everybody's just got to hold a handstand. If you have rockers, you can try to do them on the rockers. If you kick up and down on the rockers and you can't hold it at all, it doesn't make any sense to keep doing them on the rockers. Do them on the rockers next to the wall so you don't keep falling over. Everybody should be good to go. All right, I think everybody knows what they're working on. Handstand holds. The guys who are working on your handstand strengths, you guys should start now to be a little bit more comfortable with pushing yourself. We have 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. All right, so I think that you guys should be shooting for long handstands. And by long, I don't mean 5 minutes. I think that's a little bit unnecessarily. But I think that probably we could do something like, something we could do is like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute every time is more than reasonable. Boom, nice job. Where's Kennedy? Make sure she's good to go. Kennedy, oh, there we go. All right. So Kennedy, all right. So what I want you to do, Kennedy, is I want you to just hold the stick the way I tell you, okay? I want you to hold the stick and towards the way top of the stick with your left arm. Hold the almost towards the very, that's correct, that's good. Now, bend that arm a little bit, and I want you to turn your wrist the other way so that your pinky is up. Your pinky side is up, holding onto the stick with your pinky up. Your small finger up. There you go. All right, watch Aiden, just so we don't have to keep going back and forth, all right? So there's 5 things that are going to touch the stick. Your hand, the top hand like this, with your pinky up. Then your head, all right? Then your shoulders. Then your lower hand, okay? Your lower hand on the back, and then your butt. So your hand, your head, your shoulders, your hand, and your hips. 5 things. And he's going to keep those things attached to that stick, and he's going to move his hips backwards. But now because his body is attached to that stick, it's got to be in a straight line. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to learn how to move your hips back to land and not your chest. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, Kennedy. That's really good, Kennedy. More about your hips back. That was perfect, Kennedy. So this is called an RDL. And when you land, the reason why we're learning it is because I want these guys to learn how to stick and land things. And right now what he's doing is he's absorbing the majority of the weight from the landing with his glutes, with his butt, which is the biggest muscles on the body, and his legs and his hamstrings. So this is how you want to land. The last thing that I would say, Kennedy, is I want your knees to be directly over your toes the whole entire time. So I don't want your knees to buckle inwards. So make sure that your knees and your toes are in correct, alignment. All right? The next exercise is going to come up. So the level 5s are going to be doing now, you guys are going to do, oh, this is the next exercise, sorry. This is the next exercise here. The level 5s are going to be doing handstands with your body barely stretched against the wall. So your hands aren't going to be quite at the wall, and you're going to kick up and over. Okay, Kennedy, take a rest. All right, take a rest, Kennedy. All right, the level 6s, you guys are going to do planche leans in an undergrip. So you're going to have one mushroom, or you can have one parallel or 2 parallettes, doesn't matter to me, but you're going to put them on a couch cushion. Now, Isaac, the reason why I want them on a couch cushion is because I'm trying to make rocker parallettes. So I want the couch cushion maybe to be a little bit bigger than that, but whatever you got is okay. You can also do it on an upside down mushroom. All right. You could also do it on, I think a couch cushion works pretty good though. So I'll show you what I mean. Maybe Sam. Where's Sam? Sam's already off. All right. So, well, all right. And then a Turkish getup. I think that Kennedy, you're going to do Turkish get-ups. And we're going to use Aiden to help us with the Turkish get-ups, okay? Conrad, you can do Turkish get-ups. Austin, you can do that. Kennedy, I just want you to watch for a little while. Isaac, excellent. Isaac, excellent. Just like that. And Isaac, what you're going to be doing, Isaac, good. All right, I'm going to start the timer now, and we're going to go through Turkish get-ups. I think that Kennedy, you just want to watch for now. Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, just watch Aiden, because it's a pretty good sequence of events that goes on. So I'll use Aiden and Jackson because they're both ready. All right. So you're going to go with your one arm up and one knee bent. Same arm, same leg bent. He's going to push the weight to the ceiling. I want you to start with no weight first. He's going to push the weight to the ceiling. It's going to push his other elbow to the floor. Okay, Aiden, up to your elbow. No, you can't hear me? Up to your elbow. Yep, up to your hand. Up to your hand. There you go. Now open up your hips. Slide your leg through. All the way to your knee. All the way up onto your knees. Stand up nice and tall. Then you're going to go backwards. Back down with the left leg. Back down to your hand. Open up your leg and open up your belly. Put your hips on the floor, elbow on the floor. And back down. Conrad, watch one more. Okay, he's just going to switch arms. Same thing, just switch arms. He's going to go up onto his elbow. Push the weight to the ceiling. I want him looking at the weight the whole time. Push the weight to your hand. Then you're going to open your hips, pull your knee. All the way up onto your knees. Looking at the weight the whole time. Looking at the weight the whole time. Then he's going to go back down onto his right leg. Go back down to his hand. Looking at the weight the whole time. Looking at the weight the whole time. Back down to your elbow, back down to your shoulder, and back down. Now, roll the weight to the ground to let the weight go. Roll the weight to the ground. Okay? All right, so that's a Turkish get-up. We're going to keep going a couple more. We have 1 minute and 14 seconds to do Turkish get-ups, okay? And I'm going to go to Jackson right now. Okay, Jackson. Maybe I didn't even show anybody Aiden's because I was on Spotlight. I hope that wasn't the case. And all the way up, slide your leg through, all the way to your knee. All the way standing up, and then back down onto your right leg, onto your right hand, onto your bum, onto your right elbow, onto your shoulder, and then grab the weight with both hands. And then if you were going to put the weight down, I want you to put the weight down like this, Conrad. Rolling the weight down. Not reaching with your arms, but rolling the weight down. Protect your biceps. Okay, let's go do one more Turkish get-up, and then we'll move on. So you're going to extend your arm to the ceiling. Okay, up to your elbow, up to your hand, open up your belly, looking at the weight, sliding your leg, opening up the weight. That's it. Holding the weight up all the way to your feet. Go slow, nice and slow. I want to see every step. I want to see every step. Looking at the weight, Conrad. Looking at the weight. Looking at the weight, Conrad. Okay, guys. So, Kennedy, I think that these Turkish get-ups will be very important for you in terms of shoulder stability and dynamic balance of handstands and stuff on beam all over the place. So I think that Turkish get-ups are something that we could probably continue to do with you. All right, let's get the next exercise up. And then the next exercise on rings is here. The level 5s are going to be doing on a pull-up bar. If you have a pull-up bar, I want you to swing with foam between your feet. If you don't have a pull-up bar, we're going to do these back lever pulls for 30 seconds. I'll show you how to do that. They're a little bit difficult, but we'll figure it out. The level 7s are going to do handstand push-ups against the wall. Why don't we just have everybody do handstand push-ups against the wall? Much faster, everybody can get it done. So everybody's just going to do handstand push-ups against the wall. Now, Isaac, I kind of want you to be against the wall if you can. If you can't be against the wall, I understand. But if you can be against the wall, then the wall is going to teach you what straight is. So as you push up to the handstand, I want you to be straight. Conrad, I also want you to be able to go all the way down. Right? So if the wall helps you do the full range of motion, then what you want to do is do, hey, my dude, do one turn without the wall, and then one turn with the wall, and then one turn without the wall. But I want you to make sure that you're going all the way down, all the way up, and that you're going to benefit your gymnastics all the way. Sam, I want to go to you. I haven't seen you in a little bit. You can do anything that you want on these rings. All right, so you can do your back levers on those rings if you can. If you can't do back levers, do handstand push-ups against the wall, okay, Isaac? And Kennedy, I think you can do headstand to handstand too. I don't think that's a bad thing. Right? You can do handstand push-ups. Okay, if you don't want to do handstand push-ups, then what you can do is, I think handstand push-ups is good. All right, actually, Kennedy, this is what I want you to do. Stand on the air track, put your feet on the blue. Put your feet on the blue. Put your hands on either side of the blue line in front of you. Yep. Reach forward. Reach forward about 2 feet. Yep, reach your hands forward, Kennedy, about 2 feet. That's it. And keep your legs straight. And you're going to do a handstand push-up with your feet on the ground. Just going to do a handstand push-up with your feet on the ground. So you're going to just lower down, touch your head to the ground, and then straighten up. That's it. That's it. And now, that is surprisingly difficult. All right? So now what it does is it just takes away the need for you to hold a handstand and to have the core strength. But certainly this strength in your arms is going to be helpful for you pretty much at everything that you do. So just like that. All right, just a good handstand push-up. I want you to do 5 in a row and rest. We only have 43 seconds left in this anyway, so try to get another like maybe 8 in, and that'll be a good strength for today. And I'll just have to keep adapting how I'm doing stuff. I want you to try to put your head in between your hands, not so far in front. Yeah, try to put your head on the ground in between your hands. That's it. That's it, Kennedy. That's it. And Isaac, what are you working on over there? Back lever pulls? Oh, you're doing handstand push-ups, Isaac? Okay, Isaac, let's move that mat out. Let's get rid of that mushroom. Get rid of the mushroom. Yeah, just for this. Just move it off to the side. Do the same thing that you were doing, but without the mushroom. Touch your head to the ground and push all the way back up. I like that better. I think that's a better exercise. Okay, I'm sure that your arms feel that that's a better exercise. All right, the next rings exercise is, wait a second, we did everything. We did everything. We did everything, guys. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, we very seldomly get everything done. It's 1:35. We got everything done that we're supposed to do for our events. Granted, the first days are a little bit shorter than the second half of the week. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to spend about 15 minutes doing our strength and conditioning exercises. Today is a legs day. So what we're going to do is, for those of you guys who can do RDLs, all right, you guys are going to do 3 sets of 15 RDLs. 1 second. For anybody who doesn't know what an RDL is, I'm going to work with Kennedy, if she's still on the call. Kennedy is not still on the call. Okay, interesting. Oh, she's still on the call. I'm going to work with Kennedy to show the guys from England what Kennedy and I were just working on and how to hold the stick. But for somebody like Aiden and everybody else and Boone, I want you guys to get working. All right, so the first exercise that you guys have to do starting week 1 is 3 sets of 15 RDLs. Sam, I want you to do everything. 3 sets of 15 RDLs. I'm going to teach the guys how to do RDLs with Kennedy. And then once it seems as though, like Conrad, Iñaki, yo quiero tu hacer 3 sets of 15 RDLs. Por favor, con uno azul. Okay, ahora. All right, so the guys from, and maybe I'll use Sam to help me because Sam is also using the stick. Isaac, eventually I'm going to want you to get a stick, just like Kennedy has. And Kennedy's going to try to touch the stick to her body in 5 different spots. Okay, Jackson, I think you're bending, that was a little bit better. Oh, you're doing squats. Okay, so Kennedy, you're going to touch the top hand to the stick, and then your head is going to touch the stick. And then your shoulders are going to touch the stick. And then your lower hand is going to face the palm the other way. Face your palm the other way. Good. And that palm is going to be right in the small of your back. And then you're going to touch your butt to the stick. So, Conrad, you're going to have to probably hold the pirouette the opposite way so that, like, the bottom isn't into your back. That'll do for now, Conrad. The point is, if your hips and your back and your hands and your shoulders and your head are touching that stick, then your body is in what's called a neutral alignment. And now, Kennedy, what you're going to do is you're going to try to move your bum into the stick so that it kind of like allows your chest to fall forward a little bit. And indeed, your knees will bend somewhat, but it's only because your hips are moving backwards. Okay? And that's called an RDL. And you're going to get better and better. I'm going to show you what Abdur Rahim's doing, all right, just from the side. And if you guys from the UK take a look, you'll see he's doing the same thing. His hand, his head, his shoulders, his hand, and his butt. And he's just literally pushing his bum back. If you notice, his knees are not bending anywhere near 90 degrees. Kennedy, that was beautiful. Conrad, that was good, but I want your feet a little bit separate. If you take a look at what Sam's doing here, his feet are a little bit separate. Remember, you don't have to land with your feet together. You have to land with your feet close enough that you can touch your heels together. So I want you to land like that with your heels. Now, Conrad, you're dominating it with a knee bend. I don't want your knees to bend. I only want your butt to go. That was better. That was better, Conrad. Now, as a result of the bum going backwards, your knees are going to bend somewhat, but it's not because you're trying to bend your knees. Your knees actually only bend very little, and it's mostly your hips, your glutes, your gluteus maximus. It's the biggest muscle. That's why they call it the maximus. So you want to load your landings up when you jump off bars, when you land off beam, when you do like all of your landings, when you do a tuck jump and you stick it, a front tuck and stick, all of your landings on floor. You have 6 landings on floor typically and another 3 on each event. Or, I mean 3 for each, 4 for the other events, not including vol. And you should use this shape every single time you land. All right, so Austin, that's a pretty good RDL shape. I want everybody to do 3 sets of 18 RDLs if you have a stick. Okay, if you're using weight, you want to do 3 sets of 15 RDLs. Now, Jackson, Aiden, if you're weighting it and you can do more than 15, then maybe add a little tiny bit more weight. Okay, and slowly but surely, we're going to start to add a little bit more weight. Now, Leo, I don't want you to use any more than 5 pounds the whole year. Boone, I don't want you using any more than 5 or 10 pounds, honestly, the whole entire time. All right, we just don't need to do that. Smoothie, you can add weight. Isaac, I don't want you using any more than 5 pounds, Isaac. And I want you to look very carefully what people like Austin are doing, all right, what people like Sam are doing. All right, now, Kennedy, this is looking very good. Okay, moving your hips back into this. It's perfect now. It's perfect. Conrad, much better. It's all in your waist. It's how your hips are moving backwards. Don't round your chest and your upper back, Conrad. Okay, guys, let's move on. Let's move on. These are RDLs. Now, if you guys don't know all of this strength, I understand we're going to spend a lot of time learning it. But if you want another way to learn, go to the YouTube stuff. Go to 6for6 Productions. Go search all of the stuff. It says handstand strength. It will say testing strength. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, testing strength. All of the videos are up there, so you can watch it. And Jackson, they started with not knowing what to do necessarily, but because they've worked for the year on it, they understand now what's going on. So Jackson also knows what the next exercise is. The next exercise is called a goblet squat. I want everybody to do this without weight unless you've been on the show. But what you're going to do is, this is called racking your weight. You're going to rack your weight. You're going to touch your elbows to your knees. Your knees are going to bend in the direction that your toes point. Your knees are going to bend in the direction that your toes point. Sam, I don't want you to, your feet are a little bit too close. Now, this is the opposite. This is a dominant with your knee bend skill. This is the opposite. Now, you are using your quads. I want very slow. Isaac, you got to face your fingers, your feet a little bit more forward, Isaac. Isaac, face your feet more forward. Yeah, not to the extreme. Not to the extreme. You can. That's better, and maybe a little closer, Isaac. A little closer with your feet. That's better right there. Elbows to your knees and back up. Elbows to your knees every time. Sam, your feet are a little bit close. Abdurrahim, good. Go down a little bit further. Austin, put your feet like 1 centimeter apart more, and don't let your chest drop down as much. That's it, Austin. Good shape. Kennedy, good shape. Kennedy, get your hips lower if you can in the back. Conrad, separate your feet a little bit more. Okay, now the next exercise, guys, is going to be a body weight jump. All right, so you're going to do a body weight jump. It's the same exact shape as a squat, but you're going to not use weight. That's why it says a body weight jump. So you're going to go squat, jump, point your toes, squat, jump, point your toes, and point, and point. You're going to do 15 of those. 6, 7, 8, 9. The next one is going to use the same shape again, but it's a squat with a stand to reach. And you're going to do 7 on each arm. He can start now. Ready? Watch what he does. It's simple. Squat to stand with reach. No, squat to stand with reach. Right? You don't need weights for this one now. I'll let you keep thinking. You'll figure it out. Squat to stand. Do a squat and run reach. Remember, one hand, other hand. Remember, that's a press. You go, do your squat, lift your right hand, lift your left hand, and stand. That's a squat to stand with a reach. I want you to finish your reach in the squat. Kennedy, that was early. Iñaki, that was early. Conrad, that was good, but a smidgen early, honestly. Elbows to your knees, finish the stand, finish the reach, and then stand. Elbows to your knee, finish the stand, and then reach. Okay. Goblet squats, 15. Ready. Set. Go. Everybody, no weight. If you haven't done these before, you shouldn't have any weight. You can use a bottle of water. This is 5, 6, elbows to your knees every time. 7, 8, Leo, make sure that your knees point in the direction that your toes are pointing every time. Leo, I would separate your feet a little bit wider. And Leo, if you're using weights, I would think twice about it. I don't think you need too much weight right now. Right? We need to establish timing. All right? Okay, you guys are going to move on. Body weight jumps. All right? Body weight jumps. 15. Elbows to your knees. And you got to make sure that your knees don't buckle inwards. I would say, Kennedy, a little bit more hips down in the back. Just a little bit more, but that could be ankle flexibility. When you're done, Jackson, I'll believe you. You're going to go squat to stand with reach. And then you're going to do one more time all the way around. That's it. That's it, dude. That's it, guys. Elbows to your knees. And it's not about doing them fast. It's not about doing them faster. It's about doing them with sound technique so that your hips and knees get stronger, so that you don't have kneecap pain and ankle pain, so that you have overhead range of motion that improves. It's not numbers. Numbers aren't important right now. Okay? I'm only impressed with how you're doing it. I think that, Isaac, your feet are too wide, so your knees are bending you're like too wide. Yeah, that's better. And knees over your toes. Right now your knees are too far apart that's better. That's better. Okay? Butt down. All right? If you don't know what you're doing, watch Jackson. You're doing 15 of everything. 15 of each one. Actually, squat with stands to reach, you only do 7 with each arm. Okay, goblet squats. Boone, your feet are a little too wide. I'll put your feet a little closer. That's good. Leo, these are great shapes. It's a little too fast, Leo, but I like it. Abdul Rahim, body weight jumps. That's good. That's good. Point your toes, every body weight jump. 15 body weight jumps. That's it. Good job, Kennedy. Good job, Aiden. Good job, Sam. Sam, get your bum down in the back a little bit more. Just really try to get those squats to, that's probably most likely either quad flexibility, which we got to work on. Get those hips down a little bit more, Sam. Hips down in the back more. That's better. That's better. Sit into that squat a little bit more. Your knees are 90 degrees or so. That's it, guys. That's it. James, I think that your knees buckle in a little bit too much on that one. Right, keep those knees nice and straight. That's better, I guess. Okay, guys, next exercises. We have about 10 minutes to go. We're going to do step-ups, step-downs, and lateral sliders, and then we'll be done. All right, so the step-ups are 7 step-ups onto a mushroom, and then 7 step-downs onto a mushroom. But actually, Jackson has a little bit of a better surface because it's sometimes it's a better surface. It'll be good for today. All right, it'll be actually good for the lateral step-downs, but the step-ups will be just fine. So guys, I want you to be precise with what you're doing, okay? You're going to step up with one foot, and then you're going to lift the front leg so your knee is flexed and your foot is flexed. And then back down. Take your arms. step up 1, same leg, step up 2, same leg, do the same leg, step up 3, step up 4, same leg over and over, step up 5, fast step up 6, and step up 7, and go. Switch legs, step up 1, step up 2, you guys can start anytime you want, step up 3, step up 4, lift your front knee and flex it, step up 5, I want your whole front foot on the pad, okay? The next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna do step downs, lateral step downs. So now you're gonna face keep facing the camera, Jackson, because it's helpful for the guys to see, but now you're gonna just do an RDL. The same thing, that leg that's on the platform is doing an RDL now. Now, as your body does the RDL, your other leg is gonna go towards the ground. Now, Aiden, I think that doing it up on the mushroom is reasonable, okay? But sometimes it's just a little too high for this exercise. Jackson, can you face to the side so Conrad can see what you're doing? All right, Conrad, take a look. All right, you're close. The left leg is gonna do an RDL and the right leg is just staying deadlocked. Heel touches the ground. Heel touches the ground. All right, let's go, let's move on. The next one is lateral sliders. Okay, so you're gonna have to do your slides, or I don't know how Aiden's gonna do it on that floor, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. So the next one is lateral sliders. So he's got a frisbee. And again, he's just gonna do an RDL, but instead of the leg going down, that other leg goes to the side. But with the right leg, it's just another RDL, RDL, same thing, bum goes back, the bum goes back, the back is straight. It's the same landing shape over and over and over that we're training. Training strength into your hips, not strength into your lower back in terms of bending and landing. That's correct. Now, when you do it, the leg that's bending, I want you to try to keep your nose over your knee and then your knee over your toes. Nose, knee, toes in line. You're gonna do 7 on each leg and then you're gonna go back to your step ups. I'm ready to go when Jackson is. Now that you guys know, keep up. Left leg 1, 2, 3, flex that foot. 4, flex that foot. 5, 6, 7, switch legs. Now next week, we're gonna keep doing the same exercises, so you're gonna have to start looking around your house and finding equipment that's gonna benefit you and that you can use to get better and better workouts, okay? Lateral step downs, 7 on each leg. Ready, set, go. RDL, heel, 1, 2, it's an RDL. Think about that RDL. Your bum is moving backward into the skill. This is 5, 6. Boone, I want you to keep your left leg straight the whole time. Keep your left leg straight the whole time. That's it. Other side. And then you're going to be doing this with racked weight eventually. So that's why he's racking his arms here. Okay, I don't want you to round your back, Conrad. Remember, the stick is behind your back. Right, Kennedy? Right, Conrad? The stick is behind your back. All right, and the last one is your lateral sliders. So if you watch Jackson, we've gone through a whole workout. We haven't really need too many resources, which is the way I designed this whole program. Your knees buckling in, okay? But you're gonna have to pick up certain things that are gonna make the workout more effective. So his nose, knees, and his toes are in line. You can switch. Okay, we're gonna do this one and we're gonna finish with actually, we're gonna be done right after this, all right? Nice job, guys. It was great to have everybody part of the show today. Tell all your friends about it, okay? And in the meantime, keep repping that 6 for 6.